In this journey with Yaya, I'm learning to achieve. Leave the doubts, let them fade away.
Hey guys, it's me, Yaya Diamond. I hope I'm on. Let me double check to make sure I'm on. I am going live on Facebook from now on. I used to go live on YouTube, but I'm not doing that anymore. Okay, there we go. I know I'm on now. Okay. So I'm going live on Facebook because this is going to be our one of our main places that we're going to be going live on and answering different questions and doing a lot of different things. And I absolutely love going live on Facebook only because, and let me share this really quick, only because I get so much more of a response over here. They say that YouTube is supposed to be really good and it's great, but YouTube has done me wrong. And when you do me wrong and I don't trust you no more, I'm not coming around no more. I'm good. I don't need it. I don't need it. So, we're going to be going live here on Facebook. We're going to be doing a lot of different things on Facebook, like giveaways and stuff like that. And let me go ahead and share this now. I'm live. Okay, awesome. All right. So basically what we're doing today is I'm answering questions a lot of people have. So the core question would be, most people never chase their dreams because they are waiting to feel ready. Are you ready? Do you feel ready? And that really never happens. It never really arrives. Like feeling ready, I don't feel ready. I still don't feel ready, but I'm here. I'm doing it. I don't feel ready, but I'm doing it. There's so many different things that have happened with the being on the being a part of the recording academy for the Grammys. I'm a part of the voting membership now, which is amazing. Getting Soul Track's article out there on Woman You Made. Thank you guys so much for that. It's just an amazing thing. And 2 years ago, I was 7 days away from my mother passing today. And it's been a whirlwind of emotions every single time. But I know I have to keep going, keep pushing, and keep going. Even though I don't feel ready, guys. I don't ever think I will. So the whole thing is you start messy in motion, okay? Not a finish line. And I have all this written down on the side. Let me go ahead and just let me put it in front of me real quick. So you start ready, messy, and in motion, not from a finish line. Okay. So you don't start at the finish line. You start at the starting line. And the starting line, you need to be stretched. You need to be moving. You need to start walking a little bit. You need to look backwards. There's a lot of things that happen when you're starting this whole journey and you're never going to fully feel ready. Okay. So I'm going to I'm going to answer some questions that a lot of people are actually asking. So, question number one, how do you know if I'm actually ready to start? You don't know if you're ready to start. You will never know if you're ready to start. Like you can get everything ready. You can go to classes. You can get certified. You can get a master's degree and whatever. And are you really ready to start doing this? No, you just got to go and then do it. Readiness is a feeling, not a checkpoint. This is not something that you're going to check in. Okay, check. Ready. That doesn't happen, guys. It just doesn't. The people you admire started way before they felt ready. What if I fail? This is the next question, okay? So people they started before. So the next question is, what if I fail and everyone else sees it? So what? So what? How many times have people fallen and failed? Failing to me is not failing if you're continuing to go after it. That's just learning one way not to do it because it doesn't work. That's all. So share a moment from your own journey. So, that's what it's saying for me. Dream Chasers Radio, when I first started, I wasn't ready. I had no idea what a podcast was. I just know I needed to do it because it was going to make me feel better. And I needed the advice of other people. So I called my friend. I was like, you're doing a podcast. He's like, what is a podcast? Yeah. I was like, it's me interviewing you because I have some questions and I need inspiration and you're going to do it. And he was like, my gosh, you're pushy. I was like, yes, I'm going to do it. And that first year I started in 2006. That first year, I didn't leave anything up. I did the interviews, but they weren't that good. But I learned a lot from that year, 2006 to 2008. And in 2008, I started leaving my publications out. So you can get interviews from me online from the year 2008. 2008, but I really just started in 2006. So, it's nothing. You're not going to be ready. You're not. And failing is stopping and never going back. That's what failure is. So if you're going to go ahead and do it and you're going to continue to do it and continue to be it, you haven't failed. You just found a way that doesn't work. That's it. All right. Let's go to the next question. The next question would be, I don't have the money to start yet. What do I do? Facebook. There's all kinds of different free things, even though YouTube has a very skewed way of treating their content creators. Um, I don't particularly like it. They do have a free platform that you can use to your advantage to actually put things out there. There's all kinds of different ways. There's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's oh my gosh, there's Motions, there's all different platforms that you can start on. And it doesn't cost you any money. So starting now won't really necessarily cost you money, but it will cost you time, and time is money. So you kind of got to do that relative. So I always tell people, just don't quit your day job. Do it in your off time and your days off, or 15 minutes before you walk out the door, or something to that effect. It's the name of the game is to do the smallest possible things, one phone call, one post, one conversation at a time, and then move on and get it done from there. Okay, next question. And if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, because I absolutely love questions. Let me see if I got, and I'm watching, let me see. Where is this? Is this a live chat? Hello, live chat people. How you doing? I'm gonna put in the comment section. Hello. Questions are welcome. All right. I'm not really sure how that went up, but it is up, hopefully. Questions are welcome, and you can ask any questions that you like. All right. Next one. How do I get past the fear of judgment from family or friends? Darling, sweetheart, okay, you're gonna get that because this is new. They see you do something different. They see you doing something different. They definitely don't see you doing your dreams, and they think that your dreams are just dreams. But sometimes that doubt and that fear about what you're capable of doing can come into play, and it's not like as if they want the worst for you. They want the best for you, but they definitely don't understand what you want for you. And so their doubt is about their own fear, not your capability, basically. Okay. So just please just take it with a grain of salt. They love you, they want the best for you, but their fear is really not grasped in reality for them. They want the best for you, but they're going by what they've seen of you or what they know previously of you, or their fear of their own doubts and fears for you or for themselves. Okay. Next question is how, okay, so we did that one. What's the difference between preparing and stalling? Preparation. Okay, think of it this way. You're getting ready to prepare for people to come over because you're having an event or some kind of a dinner at your house, right? And so you prepare everything. You got the food ready, you get the table ready, you got all the napkins, you got all the plasticware and all of the paperware and everything, and you're ready. But you keep telling people, yeah, you know what? Come at 6 and not at 5. And then you're prepared. See, preparation, you're prepared. You got everything ready for this dinner. And then you call everybody and you say, you know what? Come at 6:30, not at 6. Do you see that? That's stalling. Preparedness is having everything in place and ready. But it doesn't mean that you've served them. It doesn't mean that they've plated their food. It doesn't mean that you've given out the plates and your napkins. It doesn't mean that everything has been distributed. It just means that you are ready to move forward to the next step. But you call them and you say, hey, call them again. You say, you know what? Don't come at 6:30. Come at 7. Now that's stalling. Why are you stalling? You got everything ready. You've cooked everything and everything is now getting cold. So don't let yourself get cold. You're already prepared. Just go ahead and go to the next step. All right. And let me see what else we got here. So, stalling. Okay. The next one would be, I started before and quit. How do I trust myself to start again? Well, think of it this way. You started before and you quit. That means you completely stopped. That means you failed. As of right now, you're in failure. You're not in a learning capacity. You didn't learn from your mistakes. You didn't learn from the last thing that you did. You failed. However, if you were to pick it back up, you didn't fail. Sometimes we need a break. Sometimes we need a break to just reassess the situation. You started before, but how can you trust yourself? You can't trust yourself. You can only go forward and learn. Trusting yourself means that you know what works for you, because it doesn't work for everybody, but you know what works for you, and you trust yourself to move forward. So how can you trust yourself if you don't move forward? That is my question for you. So, you fix what you stopped. You start there. You micro start. So instead of trying to do something so grandeur and so big and just so like huge, break it down to little steps. Like dishwashing. All right. I know this sounds funny, but like dishwashing. So you're getting ready to wash the dishes. What do you need to wash the dishes? What do you like to do? Some people like to use gloves. So you grab your gloves. What's the second thing you need? You need soap. What's the third thing you need? You need a sponge or a thing, or or maybe you're putting things in the dishwasher. Maybe you need to rinse off the dishes. You don't rinse off the dishes. Maybe you need to put them in there. But what are the steps to get to clean dishes? There are a lot of steps. There's a lot of steps. Okay. And so break it down. Break it down. Don't take such big chunks. Break it down. Little tiny steps. Okay. Baby steps. I like that. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So, okay. So fix what you start. You start it when you stopped, and then make it smaller this time. All right. Last question is, what's the one thing I can do this week to stop waiting? That's a funny question. And all of these questions are questions that people have asked, and these are the most popular questions, but they are definitely very funny because you just have to do it. Just pick something up and do it. Do something really small, one email, one call, one thing, 30 seconds of craziness, anything you've been avoiding, start it. Break it down. Break it down, break it down, break it down. That's the only thing you can do. See, no one's really truly ready to start. I mean, you're never going to be ready. And that was the first question. When am I going to know when I'm ready? You're not ready. No one is. No one is ready. You just prepared. So don't stall. You got this. You can do this. You're never going to be 100% ready. Nobody is. The dream chasers I've interviewed for 2 decades started super messy. They were never ready, and they never will be. Okay. Your job isn't to feel ready. Your job is to start. Just start. Just start. Okay. Little bit, a phone call, a movement, a paper, read something, do something, be scared in it, but get it done. That's it. Be nervous in it, but you will never regret the beginnings. Beginnings are small. They're not huge. And if you've stopped, pick it back up, break it down. Do it. You got this. You can do this. Okay. What's one dream you've been waiting to feel ready for? If you let me know by dropping it below, then I'll point out to you that Dream Chasers Radio can help you in getting that started. We can motivate you. We can answer your questions. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in to Dream Chasers Radio. We have everywhere on Spotify. We got it on YouTube and here on Dream Chasers Radio, as well as YayaDiamond.com, YayaDiamondTV.com, and Roku, Yaya Diamond TV, and also on Amazon Fire, Yaya Diamond TV. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And until next time, guys, don't disappoint yourself. Just get started. All right. Bye. Da 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 da. Thank you for watching.